See that water running back in.
So, today is the day where Todd Boak plans on coming out, and now that he is planning on coming out, we're getting rain. Just about every time. It's like, you know, we could be in the middle of the desert, Southern California, and be like, hey, you want to come over? Like, sure, I'll be there in an hour. And it'll just pour down rain. So anyways, he's coming over. We're going to do some shenanigans with the Bronco. We're going to be tuning the injection pump. And I'm gonna get a jacket on and show you what I did to mine. Well, you know, let me get my jacket and I'll go show you. So my friend with the 6BT Dodge Cummins, he's at his truck on the show before. In fact, he's in part of the intros now. We were talking about injection pump stuff, and I was just telling him, I did some stuff in my engine. I found a couple things, and then we ended up getting on to talking about injection pumps. And I was talking about how he has his tuned, and I got to thinking, you know, I wonder where, you know, my pump is sitting at. Because I've been messing with it and stuff, you know, well, I haven't really been messing with it, but when I put my fuel pin in, I did some stuff with the star wheel, and I did the star wheel wrong. So anyways, this engine, you know, it's got plenty of power, especially in this truck. But just lately, it was been kind of seemed like it was, sluggish. You know, I just started really paying attention to it, and I'm like, man, you know, I feel like this had more power, you know, back in the day, and when I first put it in here. Well, because I started paying attention to it, and I started talking to him about, you know, the tuning and whatnot, and I said, you know, I'm gonna go look at mine and see where I'm at. First things off the bat, this smoke screw I had buried into the nut. On the 6BT that my friend has, this screw here is about flush with the top of the AFC housing. And then the star wheel, I'll show you, I got a picture of how his is set up, but the star wheel is basically almost flush with that top threaded part that star wheel rides on. It's maybe 2 or 3 threads past that, and that is the route where I have mine now. So the difference: before, third gear, full throttle, I could maybe make 20 psi. Now I did this tuning. Third gear, I've met it. It goes all the way to 30 psi, and it boosts up way quicker than it did before. Yay! So here we got the Bronco. We're gonna do a little VE pump tunage.
Wait, bad gun! Bad gun! I told you, stay home. Stay home. I gotta put you away now.
So first things first, I'm gonna oh my god. I'm gonna take out that smoke screw is pretty much buried into the guy there, so I'll just fix that real quick. So all I need is this and this guy, and I think I had to pull it all the way over here.
Where you can't reach it. Never mind the wiring.
Yeah. Yeah, that's way buried. So you're already making 30 pounds of boost with no problem, as it is, right?
If I get on it in 4th gear and just hammer down and wrap it out, then it'll...
Alright, we'll see what it does now.
Yeah.
I know now I just barely tap on the throttle and it's 10. I'm like, oh, wow, she's happy.
But smoke is power!
Yeah.
So they say at least.
It's funny, I feel like I've gained probably like 20, 30 horsepower and then another 50 foot-pounds of torque.
Nice.
I was like, that's definitely a happy motor. Yeah, I wish I had that. That feels good. So I'll make sure I'm not turning the screw back in as I'm trying to run the nut back in. I'm just going to go ahead and lock that down without breaking it off. So that's about where we're going to sit on this one. Please don't break, Mr. Banjo Ball. I'm just going to be very gentle.
Well, all my stuff, we've gone through it not that long ago, so I would imagine I wouldn't have... Ah!
The head comes right off.
So I don't think I'd have the same problem because...
Well, because I was putting it on like this. I was just like, okay, and then click. And I'm like, oh no!
Was that the bottle I just heard hiss?
Yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah.
Get some...
Yeah, this is a great screwdriver. And see, when I was getting all that axle and socket stuff, I was like, yeah, you know, I just need that little 4-lug thing. Guy didn't know what I was talking about. So he's like, you can just probably get that with a, you know, flathead. But I was like, eh. But then I saw the flat. I'm like, you know, I don't have any long flatheads.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
sure, buddy,
heavy-duty
whatever.
Like those too.
But I'll take it anyways. And I'm glad I have, because it's come in handy for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and then I get off of I-5 and I take that that bridge over, and then about a mile or two after that, it would just complete standstill for no reason. Everybody stopped, and so everybody's like is merging 3 lanes over to get to the off ramp to try to bypass all the traffic.
Yeah.
And then where the on-ramp goes on, there's a couple people that have stopped, and they're trying to go up the wrong way. And I'm like, really?
I think you got a softer screw.
There's a little bit of a wear mark on there. You can see where the pin floats up and down.
Oh, you should have seen the my BD diesel pin. It was starting to really dig into her. I'm like, oh. But yeah, that star wheel's buried all the way in there. Let's fix that. 18 turns later. I'm gonna put it right about there. Should be good. And about there. Okay, yeah, that's good. Just a little tight. Well, on a pinch, we could just drill a hole through the other side. Better not. No, okay. Click, good. I'm not going any further. Let's go for a test ride.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yep.
Check out the gauges, tubes. So it's boost, water, EGTs.
And then the factory gauges that most of them don't work. I have the speedometer and the fuel gauge. And that's good enough for me.
Yeah. Is it safe to roll down the window?
It is, but there's a plastic gear that's stripped out inside, so you'll have to help it up if you want to roll it down.
I can hear the turbo coming out of exhaust. It's nice.
Left or right?
Go right. 'Cause then we can hit, go kind of fast, whereas down here it's like, eh. And when I say fast, I mean 45. No.
Well, there's a sheriff right there. We can't goof around too much.
Yeah, hide your gun. No. Oh, I almost hit 30 there. Nice. Any difference over what you're used to?
I had to drive it a little bit to really see.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like mine where it's basically just a light ass truck where you can tell obviously that something was wrong.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously it goes right to 28, 30, no problem. And I think your pump has the hot power screw, so that's why it sticks out about a foot from the injection pump. So. We can bump that in a little bit.
Yeah.
What kind of fuel economy are you getting currently?
I was
Estimated?
getting 21, between 20 and 22. We'll see what I get now. There's no matter what I do, I mean, it could be freeway, in town. In fact, I got better economy driving from Salem to the coast and back, and up to the mountains, playing the snow and back, than I did driving to Medford and back.
Oh, wow.
Well, but then again, you know, when I was heading east and west, I was doing 50, 55 most of the way, and
Oh,
on
yeah.
I-5 doing 65, 70 most of the way.
Yeah, that'll do it. But still, that over what you got with the 351.
Oh, doubled. Yeah. not complaining any, but
And it's like a little bit more wouldn't hurt.
yeah.
You know you can get more. What year did you say that pod was from? I'm gonna have to get one for mine.
92 to 96.
1996,
Ford.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to cut the bottom part down here because this was the real difference is down here where the dash meets the door sill.
Oh, yeah.
Smokes a little, not as much as it used to.
Yeah. Yeah, because mine, I would barely accelerate, and I look back, I'm like, Jesus, I'm fogging everyone out. Like, and then I do that too, and then that's a different story. All right, so now we did some power screw turns.
Modifications.
Yeah. I think I turned it in about one and a half turns now. And it's to the point where you don't even need this idle stop screw anymore. Yep.
Still opes.
Still curious as to what is causing me to do that. And that guy's like, I don't know, should I go? What am I doing?
Should I stay or should I go?
Yeah.
Well, so here we got 3 cars abreast. You're parked, or 2 cars on the same side of the road. You're parked in the middle. I can't get through, so waiting on you.
Yeah. Here's your sign. Well, that's good. It's not running away.
Yeah.
Run away, Bronco!
No!
Stop! You're on the brakes. It's just still going. train. You know, I don't know. Make a right turn. What do I do? I don't know. What do I do?
Everybody
Stan.
wants to cheap goods at Goodwill.
Stan, tell me what to do. Oh, you let off a.
Yeah, I got my acceleration back.
Nice.
Holy shit, 900 degrees. Yeah, it's time for an intercooler.
Oh yeah.
We're up to 1100 degrees.
Oh wow. Yeah, I can't wait to have my 5-speed. This is so nice. Feel like I'm in a semi. Hear that turbo going a little bit. We're up high. This is great. It's gonna make road trips so nice when I do the same thing to my truck. Hey, look, it's the baby Bronco. Hey, I can't get him a video. He's gone. No. The Bronco 2/Explorer Sport. We can get one of those, make that like a little pre-runner kind of deal.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of nice. Put the Yamaha V6 out of a Taurus show in there, and a 5-speed to top it off. I did the governor spring on this. I could not get the return spring back on this thing, and it's just a pain in the ass. So we're gonna go with the Mr. Gasket double-ended return spring kit, and it's already got a little bracket, and we're thinking we're just gonna mount the bracket right here, maybe.
Yeah, we don't want to rely on that coil spring on the end of the throttle line anyway.
Yeah, so we're gonna kind of get rid of that, and then see if that's gonna alleviate the which is probably what that it is, because
Yeah.
otherwise I don't see anything else wrong with the injection pump. Otherwise that would be like you would
if
know.
you're doing it all the time, even at an idle, it's
Yeah.
developing, which it doesn't.
Yeah, so
Only at certain speeds in first and second gear.
well, we'll see if this does the trick. So now we've got the throttle cable stuff hooked up. We haven't tested it yet, so we don't know if that'll fix our little issue.
It should.
Probably will.
It should.
But it does work. It returns it even if the throttle cable popped
It's
off.
a lot more firm. The pedal's a lot more firm now, which is a lot better. Because before it was just a feather would touch it.
Okay.
So,
And now we're doing a half-ass tire rotation.
yeah. For some reason, the passenger side tires are wearing faster than the driver side, with the exception of the back corner, which is a brand spanking new tire. I want to say 3 months ago. But I'm going to put, since this tire is the next best one, I'm going to put that on the back. And then the back one is my worst tire that I'm going to put up front here to match the front passenger side. So
Cool. Well, I guess we gotta
nothing to it but to do it now.
Yeah. Move that tire back and forth. I want to see that tie rod in. Oh yeah. And then all at the same time you can see the top ball joint it's done.
Bitch! Motherfucker!
Now we just gotta check the other side and see where that's
I'm
at.
sure it's There's no point. I know this side's worn out. You do them in pairs.
Yeah, that is true. Well, actually, you know, I could technically check this out. If you move that around again, you can see how we're doing. Keep going. All right, we did a little tire flip. We got the slightly lower tread on the front, and then the good ones in the back. And then oh yeah,
It's got some force behind it now.
well, if it ever breaks, I have a spare one. No. You doing it again?
Yeah. Well, shoot.
Huh.
I guess we got some research to do now.
Yeah. Or we can put the GoPro under the rear axle and see if it's the axle just going like this.
Well, there's no load on it. I'm going at a steady. Let me get up here.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that under a load, a pretty good load.
Well, it's not doing it now. Nope.
Right as you say it, there you go. But if you give it a little bit of throttle, it goes, or let off, it stops.
If I let off, it stops. If I accelerate, if I keep accelerating, it doesn't do it. If I keep accelerating, or if I decelerate and just stay off the throttle, then it doesn't do it.
Right.
But if I hold a steady 16 or 17 miles an hour in second gear, it just loops. I don't know why.
Well, I got quite a few Cummins guys on the channel now, so they'll probably chime in and have a few ideas.
It would be
Because
I'm out of ideas. Because I thought it was just using that one weak spring on the end of the throttle cable only.
yeah.
So then we added that dual stage return spring. It helped, but
She still does it.
like 16, 17, holding steady.
I can feel it kind of getting ready to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
No kidding. So next time you're thinking wheel bearings, ball joints.
wheel bearings, spindle bearings, ball joints to start with. I may do the toe links at home.
Yeah, and
One of my friends has a alignment machine, so I can just swap the ends out at his place and then reset the toe.
and then you're done.
And then I'm done. So.
And that end link shouldn't cost you too much either, right?
No, I have to get them through rough stuff because they're actual camber links where one side is reverse cut thread and the other side is standard cut. So I gotta get it online.
Huh. Probably running what, 40 bucks, 50 bucks maybe?
Something like that.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Oh well. Well, till next time.
Yep.
Sweet. That's not too bad.